Hey everyone, your friendly neighborhood Pants is back with another Summoners War video. Today I want to take a look at Coco, which I summoned quite a while ago but haven't shown much love until recently, and I gotta say she is a ton of fun to use. It seems like she can just one-shot pretty much anything. If you take a look at this, I'm one-shotting a Nagong with plus 40k HP. Like, he's just nothing. It's insane. On this particular build, in that replay, I have her on a Fatal build, which isn't my go-to, but this was kind of a fun little offense I was theory crafting where I have double attack bar boosters to get a one-shot off in the very start of the match. Kind of reminds me of the water demon type offenses because I basically keep getting killed, like my Coco keeps dying and Tian just has to bring him back, and Rakuni and Tian just keep each other alive, and then eventually I get Coco to use the skill again to kill off the next one and repeat the process. So it takes a while, and I don't think it has a huge place in the current meta, but it was a fun offense to figure out. I will show you some more reasonable offenses against some more reasonable defenses that are relatively common in the current meta, where I think you'll find a lot of good use out of Coco. So as far as runes go, I think Violent Will is the way to go. She's more of an offense unit in my eyes, and on my offense units I like to have Will. Also, I'm sacrificing some attack for more speed to get it to the 239 breakpoint, which at the top of my head, I think that's plus 123 for her. A decent amount of HP, so I'm running her on attack, HP. The slot 2 attack is okay. It's got a lot of speed, which is nice for me, but the crit damage is pretty much useless. The resistance to crit rates, it's just all mediocre, but, you know, I got good speed, so that's why I have it. Really need a HP gem to make it better. As far as artifact goes, like I said, additional damage by attack, damage dealt on stat or on elements is good too. I have that damage dealt on light because I really like one-shotting mollies. That is like one of the most satisfying things.
Oh my god, we've been fighting this for like 5 minutes already. This molly won't die. Come on, can we just kill off this molly? Every single time we fight this stupid unit, it takes so much time.
Let's get into some fights. So this first one I'll show you is a relatively common defense currently. It's Theo, Mars, Molly, and Sagar. This Sagar is built pretty well. It's at the 286 breakpoint without a speed lead, which is impressive. The worry here is Theo killing Coco, but you know, you have the Nana to back her up. And what's really nice is having the Nana just get a stack instantly whenever Coco kills something. You see I'm just under the damage threshold to kill his Molly there, but easy to finish him off. Yeah, then you're up technically 5-2 with the two Nana stacks, and it's wonderful. The Riley attack buff is of course great for Coco as well. Kind of hard saying the sister's names. I keep getting them mixed up, but Nana and Coco together, a lot of fun. Riley, the free-to-play attack buffer, support, plenty of healing. It's just kind of a sick offense, and I really like it. So if you are lucky enough to own Nana, give it a shot. All right, so this is against a Molong Molly Dominic. So Dominic, of course, is the newly buffed unit, so trying out a few defenses with him. Anyway, same team as before. This Nana, Riley, Coco I think is just really solid. See, the Molly went twice on my Coco there, so only 3 orbs, but didn't strip the attack buff luckily, and we got a very fun one-shot on her. At this point, I don't think there's any way they can win. So again, Nana, Riley, Coco, give it a shot. It's a fun team. I don't know what else to say. That's enough. So here's another little use case against an LD tower. We have a Tian Lang, Molly, Savannah. Tian Lang is not super common, obviously, but it's certainly a premium defense that you'll see in Siege. So I have, again, Riley, the free-to-play best support that I can think of to pair with Coco. I guess the next one would be Fran. You know, someone that heals, provides immunity, and an attack buff is what you want. I like Riley more than Fran because, well, better stats, cleanse, more immunity. Like there's 2 skills with immunity, plus her skill 4 has like no cooldown, so Riley's just kind of insane. But here I have a light tank in Dios, which was a Hall of Heroes, so he's technically free to play. You could use like a Jolton or something instead, and yeah, he'll take the brunt of Tian Lang, hopefully. The fear is the defense break from Savannah landing on Coco, but that should be unlikely considering that it's Wind on Fire. Savannah's hard to rune as is, so people tend to not have tons of accuracy on her. Usually whenever it lands, it's because like they're running Nana as the leader. I think this season we'll probably see less and less Nanas. I think currently we're still seeing a lot of Nanas because there's just not a lot of better options, but it could be that as the season goes by, we find better defenses to see less nanas. I think we're seeing like lots of Orions, and these Theo mollies are all over the place. But at any rate, you can see Coco just takes her time, one-shots everything. I have someone tank and Riley support, and it's so fun. I love what it is. Just one-shotting stuff is so satisfying. All right, so the goal here is to be using a free-to-play minus the Coco offense against what I think is a typical defense most people are seeing. By most people, I mean like G2 and below. Khmun, Bastet, Odin is kind of dead. I mean, we did see Odin, Bastet, Perna in the tournament, but for the most part, I think G3 players have figured out Odin, so we aren't seeing him too often. I mean, my last siege, we saw like, was it Khmun, Draco, Odin, something along those lines. But if anything, it's like a backline offense in G3, it seems. Here I have a Triana and the same Riley. Here's my Riley builds, 239 breakpoint, tanky, violent revenge. And then the Triana here, so one thing that's important is not having will. You can probably have shield, but really don't want to have will. The reason for that is when Odin targets her, even though it's a 1 out of 3 chance, it's going to be guaranteed. When he targets her, you don't want him stealing the will and giving him an extra stack. That's just more challenge for you, so why do that? Nemesis is fine. Garden energy is all good. Point is, be super tanky. If you can get to plus 109, that's nice too, because that's the 239 breakpoint. Wind reduction, so you just want to make sure you can survive Odin's hit. And that way, even if he targets Triana, which he will, then, you know, you'll live. So that's kind of the goal. So Bastet using skill 3, not derping, which is nice. We got Khmun going on the Triana 3 times. And wow, Odin didn't... Wow. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Usually Odin always goes for whoever Khmun goes for. I don't know if that's like in the code, but obviously not, because it just didn't happen, I should say. Summoners are so like unpredictable. Like, why is the AI so unpredictable? So silly. The 2v3 here is very like, let's say your Triana dies on turn 1 and you're left with Coco and Riley. It's a pretty difficult 2v3. It's probably not impossible, but the chances are kind of unlikely. Like, you need to keep immunity up, because if you don't keep immunity up, and I think I misplayed too. I probably should have used that since it wasn't going to one-shot, since Bastet... Sorry, I'm all over the place, but if you rewind the tape, Bastet hit my Coco, took 2 of the orbs, so I was left with only 3 orbs, so I wasn't going to one-shot the Odin, especially through the shield. So instead, I probably should have hit the Khmun with it. That way Khmun's HP is lower, and he's giving himself the shield and not giving Odin stacks. So that was a misplay. Might be okay here anyways, because it's still 3v3. We'll work on the Bastet, just decrease attack bar maybe. No luck. Let's see where Odin hits this time. Who's lowest HP? I can't even really tell. We'll just skill 1. I guess Triana was. Nice proc there. Nice proc again. I'm not gonna put immunity up. I don't really need it. Can we decrease attack? Nice. We'll just hit him again. Yeah, definitely not gonna one-shot there. Here we put the immunity back on. But yeah, in a 2v3 scenario with Riley, Coco versus these 3, you need to keep immunity on the Coco, or else Bastet will defense break and Khmun will start targeting her, and that's when you lose. So you don't want that to happen. Let's do one of these. So we're down to 4 orbs. That's fine. We'll go here. Let's go on the Khmun this time. Even though I'll kill the Odin, it just seems wasteful. I guess I could kill the Bastet. Let's kill the Bastet. And then we'll skill 1 here. Skill 3 here. And that's all fine. Still barely hanging on that Triana. It's a thick Triana. We'll do another replay here. I've only done a couple tests. The first test I did, I was using a crit damage Triana, and I realized pretty quickly, like, this isn't going to work because Triana's getting targeted. But this is a dead Khmun. Oh, it just barely hung on there too. I guess I didn't have attack buff, that's why, because normally I do 10k, and I think I was doing 7k there. And this actually worked out nice because now he has no stacks. So I don't have to kill him twice. Alright, so let's go again. So now it's 2-0 with my current Triana build. And I think that's the key here is the thick Triana. If you don't have a thick Triana, like right there, if your Triana's dead, now you're in that 2v3, and you're kind of hoping and praying that your Coco never gets defense broken, because the moment she does, Khmun's going to target her. She's going to die pretty quick. Even though I have like, what was it, plus 17, 18k HP, it's just not enough. So down 1 orb, now down 2 orbs. So you got to pay attention to this too, because now there's no point in me hitting the Odin. So we'll just do this instead. If you had all 5 orbs in that scenario, you could just kill the Odin, because even though he has the shield, it hits hard enough that it shouldn't matter. Here we'll put up the immunity. It's likely Khmun's going to be hitting our Coco, unfortunately. But Triana's passive hasn't gone through yet. So we got that going at least. And there it is. And here that is. And of course the pay-to-win version here is having the Nano lead. Nano would make it obviously a lot safer. We'll just get one here still. It's amazing how often Odin strips. It's like truly impressive. Because my Odin has like 4 accuracy. It's nothing special, but he figures out a way. Here we have the attack buff and all 5 orbs. So I can for sure kill the Odin. I might be able to kill Khmun. I can definitely kill the Bastet. But who should I kill is the question. Should I risk the Khmun? Probably not. Probably just do the Bastet just to be safe. Like, it'll give Odin max stacks, but he has the attack buff, so I'm not worried about it. Plus, he can just go for the Riley, which is awesome. Oh, I guess the Triana's passive wasn't there, so if he one-shot Riley, I would have been down a Riley. But it was unlikely with the attack buff there. There it is. There's a dead Riley. Good procs, Khmun. Nice. Boom. Sometimes I think you can lose just based on the skills you choose. Like, you might have brought up the right team, but you just did the wrong thing. That isn't the common thing. I think usually people know what they're doing as far as what skills to use and when and who to target. Most of the time it's obvious, but sometimes there's some nuance, right? Alright, so that was some, I don't know, seemed kind of close. I want to do it a third time. I mean, now it's, what did I say, 2-0, so it should be 3-0. So here's a Bastet derp, which is different. Bastet derp makes it seem even better, right? Because now Bastet does skill 3, so I still have all 5 orbs. I'll just ping you. Oh, down an orb, that's okay. And down another orb, this bitch. We'll just finish her off. Decrease your attack. I guess there's no point healing. I'll just do one of these. And let's get one here. And one of these. So this is probably the best RNG. You just need Bastet to derp all the time, right? That's fine. Skill 1 here. Because this will be a dead Khmun. Ooh, not quite. Shield's pretty thick. But no attack buff on Odin, no shield on Odin, so he's only getting stacks if he steals immunity. So here's the dead Khmun, and it'll be dead Odin soon enough. So yeah, as far as free-to-play offense into this, I feel like it's pretty good. That's fine. There's probably some, you know, magical RNG that can really screw you. 4-0 in total. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, bye.